my main money used to come from the beats on YouTube. And that's the exact same month I went to Spotify. I was sitting at 200,000 monthly listeners. That was making me about $3,000, just extra.
Let's be honest, you're not gonna find these videos anywhere else. Why? Because I make them. So it would really help me out if you subscribe. If you've already subscribed, what also really helps is if you like the video and leave a comment. It's hard in the era of clickbait videos on YouTube and negativity in the producer community. And I appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Just starting out, I was still going to school. I didn't really know what I was doing. And in 2017, I started to take it more seriously. In October of that year, I was like, okay, now I'm going to make as many beats as possible. I still had a job, but I used to come home, make like late night shifts in making beats. It still never felt like work because it was like making beats is fun. It's like that's the fun part of the job. And since December of this year, of 2017, I started out making beats on the daily basis, every single day, banging out one. Because of Cash Money AP, as you brought it up, I saw him and I was like, okay, if he can make beats every single day.
Yeah, I definitely look at other people and their success and their process, and I think, okay, if they can do it, there's got to be a way for me to figure out. And hopefully people look at, because I started out not knowing what the hell I was doing, and now apparently I'm a top seller on Beatstars. I didn't realize that until I got an email from Carly, but trust me, if I can do it, anyone of you with the level of talent that you have and the level of commitment that you have, you can do it as well. So you make beats full time as a living right now?
Yeah, since 2018, since May of the year, I was able to live full time with that.
So it took you about 2 years to get to the point where you could quit your jobs and just focus on making music for a living.
Yeah. I would say 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess that's not long, but I know you've been making music for longer than that. So, from starting to make beats to making beats for a living, what was it? Maybe more like 5 years.
Yeah, definitely more like 5 years. And since I was like really taking this, I wasn't taking it serious too much, but I was still making something every single day. Like maybe learn a new chord, or just not making beats every day. But I just back in 2013, 14, I really fell in love with music. I was still a little child back then. I was like 8th or 9th grade, but it was like something where I said like, I want to do that. If anything in life, I just want to do something with music, live off it. I didn't know it was making beats. At first, I was like, okay, maybe I start out rapping, but then I really fell in love with the production part. And yeah, 5-6 years of just learning, trying stuff out. That's how it goes.
What would you say is the most important change you made in your life to get to the point where you could start making a living off of beats? I mean, because you always hear people, and I say this too, I made beats for a long time, but I didn't take it seriously. And you said the same thing. You made beats for a long time, but you didn't take it seriously. What did you do to start taking it seriously?
The first thing I did was, I think, putting a goal in my mind where I was like, okay, until that and that time, it would be really cool if I had this and this amount of subscribers and be able to live off of this. Where it was like in 2017 was like that. Why I remember October so well is because in October I was like, okay, I'm dropping out of school, and I was still young. I was 19. And I was like, okay, let me try it for 1 year. If after 1 year nothing works, I will. That's a conversation I had with my mom. So I was still living with my mom back then. I was like, okay, if nothing works in that 1 year, I will just go back to school. I will go study whatever you want to be happy. And maybe because I put a kind of pressure on myself where I was like, yo, I have to. I really have to. I started. Now thinking back, I started not just making more beats, but learning more about everything. I started to learn more about beats. I was watching all the videos that they had already back then. A lot of interviews that Ape had just in the beginning with some old school producers who still are doing very well to the day. And I started watching all those videos, everything that's on YouTube. All the tutorials, how to make better beats, how to make the bass better, how to make this better, and uploaded the beats that I made every single day. I uploaded them. They weren't perfect. Most of them beats, when I look back, like, oh man, what have I done there? But for me, I will never delete them, just because it's kind of the process. It's the thing where you say, like, I started out there, and a lot of people be like, oh, I don't make beats like Metro Booming right now, anything. But we all start out with a really, nobody's born a master, if you can say it like that. You have to progress, and you get better and better and better and better, and day by day. And then one day you make I made a beat. It was like starting to go viral on YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay. Then I found my little niche, and then exactly like almost 1 year later, I went to my mom and said, like, Mom, I made it. She still wants me to go study and stuff, but I was like, nah, that's over for me.
I mean, you're gonna hear that for a long time. I made my mother happy, and I finished school, and then I did exactly the same thing that you did. I gave myself a year, and then I don't know what happened to my universal luck or whatever, but something cool happened within that year. So I still finished school. So my mother was happy about it, but your mother's probably going to ask you to get a real job for a long time. Like, I think she finally stopped in my late 20s asking me to get a real job.
I don't know if she's ever gonna stop, but that's just part of the conversation that when she always comes to, maybe, did you find something out of the music that you like? I said, Mom. How was your day?
Just I don't know, man. Tell her that you're getting a really terrible job, and then maybe she'll leave you alone. So you actually did start rapping to your own beats to promote the beats. I noticed.
Yes.
Some of your early YouTube uploads were you rapping over beats, and then in the description you had a link to license the beat. Did that work? Was that effective? Because not many people do. I've actually never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, the thing was, in the beginning, I just started out rapping, and looking back to it, I sometimes cringe and stuff, but
well, it's in German, so I don't know if it's good or not. I'm just like, oh yeah, he's going in.
It's in English with a really broken accent that's still.
Oh, that's what it is. It sounds cool because of the accent. I listened a long time ago, and I thought, yeah, I don't know, he's going in. It sounds like he's going in.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And I started to promote the songs like everybody did it with, hey, check out my song, hey, check out my what. I was 17 back then. I was just. You don't think too much, and I was just, and then a few people were like, "Yo, where did you get the beats from?" I was like, "I made them myself. Can I buy them?" I was like, "I mean, why not? Like, why should only I have them?" And that's how I uploaded them. And the first day, I will never forget that the first day that I uploaded a beat to Beatstars, sold it. To license it was like $5, and I was the happy. I thought like, "Yo, okay, that's it. I will make beats, and now if I make a bit more beats, I will sell so much more every single day." And this was the first and last sale for the next 3 or 4 months. So, but it started out like that. So the rapping helped me a little bit, but it was like $10 or $20, so not too much.
Okay, but it feels good just making any amount of money off your music starting out, just because it's validating. And you were selling your early licenses for $5, you saying?
Yeah, I went to the marketplace, and there were a few that sold for 10, 20, 30, and there was a few for $5, and I was like, I'm small, I have no following, no nothing. Why should I charge more? It felt wrong to charge more, and I was like, okay, $5 for the MP3 and $10 for the wave. I didn't know about stamps back then, what stamps are and all this stuff. I sold it for $5. It was a meal. I can say that. So I didn't mind it. It was cool. It was cool, especially the confidence boost in like your first beat that you upload. You get sold immediately, but the beat was never sold again. It's looking back, it's not really good, but that guy liked it, and I'm still appreciate him as my first customer.
That's amazing. So right now you're at 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a lot. How long did it take you just to reach that first 100,000?
The first 100,000 I reached in March or April 2019. That's when I had a really big boost. In 2019, in January, February, March, I was making like 10,000 subscribers a month. It was blowing up, and then I don't know if you remember, or if some other producers remember. In 2019, that there was a demonetization for a lot of producers, or just a lot of people. There was like an apocalypse, and it was demonetized wrongfully. Applied back, and after 3 months I got back into it. But those 3 months, because I was demonetized, YouTube, even if they say they will promote your beats if you're monetized, but it's just out of a business sense, it doesn't make sense for them to promote you if you have no ads on it, if they can promote somebody else who has ads on it. And they in the YouTube statistics, 60% of my views used to come from them showing it to other people. And after that, it went down to 5%, like 60% drop in views. And you can, everybody can, you can go watch it on Social Blade. It's like it's like, it was a sad day, but I was like, okay, I still made good views, like a million, in the millions, like 1 million or sometimes 1 point something. I was like, okay, I started out making beats with making 1,000 views a month. I ain't gonna stop because some demonetization or anything, and I never really relied on the YouTube ad money. I still haven't withdrawn anything of it to the day. And I was like, okay, I'll start just posting more beats. I must admit, I was demoralized. It was like something. Ah, man, I worked so hard, and now they stop promoting stuff. I was like, but as I said, I kept pushing. I kept my daily uploads. I kept doing it. Then I started thinking, and was like, yo, okay, if YouTube plays like that, I don't want to play with YouTube like that, and have it as my main source, where I say like, okay, I'm a YouTube producer, where my main money used to come from the beats on YouTube, getting exposure and stuff. And I was like, okay, I have to change something from that. Then at that exact same month, I went to Spotify. I was like, okay, I will try to upload all my beats to Spotify and stuff. And that started to grow. Then I was thinking, okay, what else but YouTube is there? What else but YouTube is there? And I was like, oh, email marketing. I still haven't figured it totally out, and I must be honest, I'm not consistent enough with it. Where I have, it could be way bigger than it is right now, which is all my fault because I just wasn't working hard enough on it. Because from the Beatstars marketplace, a lot of came in and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you questions about all of those things specifically. So don't worry. You're going to have to talk about that. Actually, I'm acting like
perfect.
You to answer questions.
And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, cool. So we have a couple of questions, and I want to ask one question now because it has to do just with general production overall. Mm-hmm. This is from Larson. How did you find your niche, or do you feel like you have a niche, or are you pretty diverse?
I have a niche on my main channel. I have the niche of more sad, let's say emotional stuff. If it's fast emotional guitar for Juice WRLD or something for X, that was my niche that I found it out in 2018 when the first beats started to blow up, and I started to upload other beats. And they didn't perform as well, but when I make the same X type beat or Lil Peep type beat, they perform way better than the rest. And I was like, okay, if that's my niche, I love that kind of music. It's nothing that I was like, okay, I have to make it. I love to make it, and I was like, then I will make more of it. Like, there's no amount that I would say I'll stop because I made too much or anything. It's my favorite kind of music.
Okay, so it's the kind of music that you would be making either way.
Yeah.
Corey Freeman wants to know, were you or do you upload at specific times on YouTube, or how did you figure out when to upload your videos? I'll be honest, I just upload as soon as I finish the beat that I like.
Sometimes it's an hour later, hour earlier. As you said, you sometimes make 5 beats and 4 of them are trash, and then the fifth is the one that you say, okay, that's cool. And then I just make the video and upload it as soon as possible.
So do you ever look at your uploads and figure out that there is a correlation between the time or the day that you upload and the amount of views that it gets, or does it just seem kind of random?
It's different on every day. On one day it would be that time. I use VidIQ, and they have the most of the times that would be the best for my channel are the ones where I'm usually already sleeping because it's night, and it would be the best time for an American. And I'm like, okay, I don't care about that. Like, let me just upload it, because I like to upload it in the first hour. I like to answer all the comments, to talk to the people. That's to me more important than having the perfect time and nothing in there.
So to this day, after having uploaded 1,000 videos, do you still reply to comments that you get on your videos?
Yeah, all the time. I will try. I don't get every single comment, unfortunately, but and some days are stressful. Like, I have to go to my grandma's or something and help her. But I try to. As soon as the beats uploads, I wait an hour, then I upload then I answer all the comments. And the first thing that I do in the morning, I'll just click on the bell on YouTube and just answer all the comments as good as I can, because I think that's one of the most important things. Because in my mind, the people they've chosen to come to your channel and leave a comment, they've taken that time and left their mind with you. So the least thing that I can do to respect that what they did is go there and answer it. That's how I think. So I will try to. The same with Instagram. I try to answer all the messages. Especially now, it's getting a little crazy. But if it takes 4 hours, I will sit down and just put some music on in the background and go to the messages, go to the comments. I like it. It's a part of the process and a part of the fun to me.
That was also something that that Cash Money AP said he did early on with YouTube. He replied to every comment. So I try to do the same thing too. God, we're really giving him a lot of credit here. Cloud9 Music commented that you have over 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. That's a good amount. So is that a big revenue generator for you?
That's starting to get a really big revenue generator. Sorry. It's. I can't tell you right now how much it made, because in the last 2 months it started to blow up like crazy. I doubled the numbers. I was sitting at 200,000 monthly listeners with an average of 20 to 30,000 streams a day, which is already a lot, and I was super crazy. And that was making me about $3,000. Just extra of the. I sell the beats anyways, and now that it's blowing up, it's going crazy on Instagram Reels. Kylie Jenner used Britney Spears yesterday, made a TikTok in a reel with using my beat. Just crazy.
We're talking about that. Definitely, we're talking about that.
That would be cool. And I can't tell you the numbers right now. I would love to. I have no secrets. The problem is Spotify only pays you after 3 to 4 months, and I haven't gotten the royalty checks from that yet. But the streams went up so much that per monthly listener, I'm making 7 to 8. My chain broke. Oh shit. I'm making 7 to 8 streams per listener, which is absolutely crazy. It used to sit at like 2 streams per listener. I think it will be a big check. I think it will be in the 5 figures.
What's your strategy for Spotify then? And then also, what kinds of beats are you uploading? Are they the same beats that you're licensing on Beatstars?
No, for Spotify, from the beginning, I was like, okay. The first thing before I went to Spotify was like, okay, what's performing the best there? I always loved lo-fi. Like I like the chill, the sad vibes where you can turn on and read a good book. That's my hobby. I'm kind of a nerd. I don't like to play soccer or basketball or anything. It's my thing. And I was like, okay, lo-fi beats perform very, very, very well. on Spotify. And I was like, I like to make lo-fi beats, but they never really worked for me on YouTube because the subscriber that I had there, they didn't like it. That was the only reason I never made them. And I was like, okay, let's try it out. And I started out in 2019 with uploading them there. And then I was like, okay, you can submit your songs to Spotify. In the best and in every blog they say the best time is like 10 days before the release to submit it. And I was like, okay, if that's the best time, then I will release a beat on the 1st, on the 10th, and the 20th. So like I have always the 9 to 10 days gap where I can submit it, and maybe it becomes a playlist. It never went into a playlist until last month, but I was like, okay, even if the chance is like 1%, let's try the 1%. And uploaded I messaged a lot of free playlists. Didn't like to pay for the playlist because we tried. I tried some. I work on that with my cousin together. He helps me a lot. He studied marketing and stuff, and I was like, okay, let's team up. He specifically tried out some paid playlists, but we saw that it's absolutely nothing. You get some streams, you get some listeners, but you get 0 saves because it's all fake streams. We were like, okay, we are not touching that. Especially for lo-fi, there are a lot of free playlists where people like they have not only the big players. People always watching they have million. The one has 500,000. I was like, okay, if we can get 1,000 playlists with 1,000 followers to add us. And the playlist a big potential to grow because lo-fi was growing. It was like there's also a million, and then my cousin he did the job. We split the work. I was making the beats, and he was messaging and finding the playlist. I know Dame is not the biggest fan of playlists. I watch other playlists. He's always like to not only rely on that and be like, yo, when I'm in a playlist I blow up, because that's totally that's not how it happens. But because we got so many playlists, especially the little ones, we were like Spotify Radio started to pick up. Then because they see a lot of playlists and a lot of people like what you do, why not? It's like the algorithm of them, and then that started to become like our main playlist. Like I made now. Last month we made like 800,000 streams just off the radio, just of people clicking radio and just getting used to it and saving it, and that's how it grew. And this month in March, somehow I have no idea how it went. The beat Perfect Day, it was a beat that released last year in July. I just made it because like I said, I released one on the 1st, and the 10th, and the 20th, and I released it there. And somehow it went to some Instagram stories, and then it just blew up to like 200,000 reels, and every story and everywhere. And all the people, because they like the beat, they went on the Spotify, and it's grown too much, and radio's growing more. And now we got added to some Spotify playlists, just like a big ball of momentum.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about Perfect Day in a second because that's really huge right now. Quick question just to close out the conversation about YouTube. Someone wants to know, how did you attract more artists to your YouTube channel, and specifically artists? And then my follow-up question would be, how did you convince people to or incentivize subscribing to your channel?
Back then, if they wanted to download the beat for free, it used to work to Beatstars that they had to subscribe to your channel. And I know they removed it now. Now I'm capturing they've removed it, and now I'm just capturing the email, which is also very fine with me. Email a subscriber, I don't care. The email is even more valuable than a subscriber, because a subscriber can be taken away from you like that, and the email is an email forever. And how to get them commented? I usually always comment first, and not like something with you can purchase the beat here or something like that. I have that in the description, and I just try to get a conversation going. Like, how was your day? How was day? Because I'm really interested in it. I'm really interested in how was the day of the people going, because they came to my channel, and for me it's so mind blowing how many people, that so many people like what I'm doing. So
Yeah, I mean it's amazing, and it feels like you're just getting started. So let's talk about Perfect Day, because it's a beat that went viral. You're saying you just uploaded it to Spotify just because you're always uploading to Spotify.
yeah.
And then at what point did it start really taking off? What was the defining moment for that beat where you knew, okay, this is gaining a lot of momentum and has viral potential?
Like I said, I just uploaded it, and it was just like, it didn't perform bad or anything. It was like doing like 1,000 streams a day. Like it wasn't the average of all my other beats at the time, and it just went that way day by day a little bit. And then in March, like middle of March, I started to recognize it. I got a lot of mentions on IG where they used my beat in the story. I said, okay, the school, it was like 1, and then another day it was 2, and it was 3. Then some days it was like 100 mentions, and I was like, okay, it's taking really off. Then uh, just watch how many reels used it, and then there was a few bigger influencer with like 500,000 or up to 1 million monthly, not monthly listeners, sorry, followers on IG, and they used it because they used it. Their followers started using it because they liked it, and it went to a real big cycle. And it's still being used like on the daily. I get so many mentions and so much stuff, and I'm super thankful for that. It's super great, and that's what and at the same time as that was growing, the Spotify stats were growing. Like it was like 1,000, then it went to 2, then it went to 4, then it went to 8, and it went bigger, higher and higher and higher. Where it's like, I don't have the stats in my head right now. I haven't watching them in a longer time, but it has like 100,000 saves in the last month, where like people saved it and put it in their own playlist, which is crazy. I never had such numbers. It was like if a beat had 1,000, it was like, God, it's really crazy. You know, it's 100,000. Absolutely amazing.
Is that starting to affect your other beat uploads? Are you starting to get more plays from the other beats because people are checking out your whole catalog because they like that one beat?
Yeah, definitely. In my Spotify page, you can have an artist pick, and I've picked my the playlist that Spotify gives you, the This Is Under Beats playlist. Like every artist has it, and I've picked it there, and the playlist has like 3,000 followers right now, which also it used to be 100 to 200. What shows me people really like it, and the playlist with that little following does like 200,000 streams. So the people, I think, because I have such a huge catalog, because I uploaded so many beats there, they just play tons of beats and then play one song after another. Especially a lot of people start with like lo-fi more, and lo-fi is growing very much, and just the instrumentals with no lyrics, and they like one song, and then they hear another and also enjoy that very much. And that's also a thing that I'm thankful for. In the start, I was like, oh, I wanted a playlist, I wanted a Spotify playlist, I wanted a Spotify playlist. And now looking back, I'm thankful that I didn't come in one, because I kept uploading, because I was like, okay, the next upload will be in one, the next upload will be in one. And that made me have so many uploads that now that people come and they can listen to Thunder Beats for the whole day and hear another track.
There are a bunch of questions in the chat about your Spotify strategy, so I'm going to ask 2 that keep coming up. One is, how are you getting your music on Spotify? Are you going through a DSP, or what are you using? Are you going straight to Spotify?
I'm using DistroKid because I started out with that. Later, Beatstars introduced their DSPs, it's called, where you can upload it. I didn't switch to Beatstars because I already have all my music there, and like to keep it clean. I looked into the Beatstars thing, and it's amazing. It does everything that DistroKid does and whatever, and it's even cheaper. So find what works the best for you and use it.
This is another question that keeps coming up. What kind of artwork are you using when you upload music to Spotify?
I have two sources. Either I'm on Canva. I have the paid membership, like it's 10 or 11 euros a month, and I can use the images. I like that very much. And my aunt is she likes to draw, and a lot of artworks are, especially all my album artworks are all from her. I let her draw the albums, but not with the singles, because I don't want to annoy her every single day or every few days with, yo, can you make that until tomorrow, please? Please. She has work to do. She has her own life, and I don't want to annoy her with that. But with an album, where it's be like, oh, yo, next month I will want to drop it. Can you draw something until then? Then she draws something for me.
Okay, so Britney Spears yesterday made a TikTok to your beat.
Yeah.
How do you think that happened?
The beat was in the Instagram Reels charts. It was trending on number 2. Like, if you went on Reels and wanted to pick a song and went to top trending, then there was Thunder Beats Perfect Day, and then the number 8 spot was Feelings, and then there came Happy and Cloudy Skies. All those songs are trending right now. There was I think when it happened for the first time, and Drake just dropped his new Scary Hours 2, and it was above his single, and I was like, yo, yeah.
You beat Drake on the charts.
Not on the Instagram charts. Yeah, I don't like to say it like that, but
no, say it like that, because it's the truth. Yeah, you beat Drake on the Instagram Reels charts. That's crazy.
It was absolutely amazing. When I watched it, I was like, yo, I really wanted to celebrate. We're in a lockdown right now, so we can't celebrate, but it was, I took all my homies into the Discord chat. We put the camera on, and we cracked open some beers. At least somehow it was like absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's it is crazy, because this is an instrumental that's not even, there are no lyrics, nothing. So the fact that this is enjoying that much success is it has to feel good, because you did it all yourself, right?
Yeah, it does feel amazing, and I'm honest. I would have never thought it could happen like that. I always thought you have to have a song with some catchy lyrics or some cool phrase so they can use it. But I feel like the Beat Perfect Day it's because it's so chill, it's so easy to listen to. It's so it's like a little catchy flute, and if you just wanna show where you're at a beach, especially now, one guy said it. I think he said it perfectly. In the post COVID era, in a lot of countries where they open up again and they see the beaches for the first time, and for a lot of people, it feels like the perfect day. Maybe the name played a big role in the blowing up. I really don't know.
I'm gonna play that beat when my sinuses finally clear out, because that'll be the perfect day. So with all these reposts on Reels and on TikTok, do you get royalties from those?
From TikTok and Reels, no. I don't even think that you can get paid from there. But it's putting such a big audience for me on IG, on Spotify, on YouTube. I uploaded the beat to YouTube, and it is also what I wanted to say. My channel was like stuck at 1,000 new subscribers, sometimes 2,000 new subscribers a month. And since I uploaded the beat, it's like another beat that's going crazy viral. And all the lo-fi beats that are from Spotify, where I wanted to keep it separate, now I upload them there because they all start to get a lot of views and people start to like it more, and I can do more lo-fi beats. So I don't even know if I'm really not mad at it. I'm not paying any royalties from there.
Well, that beat on YouTube, is that about what, 250,000 views now?
Yeah, about at 250,000 views, and like I didn't have one of those in a long time, and I was like, okay, it pays off to stay consistent and not give up, even if the times like getting harder. where you don't get as much views and stuff like that. So I was never mad about it. I was like, okay, cool. It's the way it is. Just keep working. Maybe one day something will blow up again, and it did.
Yeah, I think maybe you do get paid, because some people in the chat are saying that you do get paid at least off of TikTok, and I thought that through Instagram, if they're sourcing the track from Spotify, that should be monitored as well. So maybe you'll just get a huge check and not even realize it the next time your distributor
That could
sends
be
you your
possible.
royalties.
Yeah. Because
Hey, I hope you, man. I hope so. I definitely do.
I'm honest, I wouldn't mind it too.
Yeah.
Maybe when will it be? In June, when the royalty checks come in, then I will see if I see something, the numbers are big, I will post it, and I'll tell you however, and just say how much it paid for it to go viral like that.
Yeah, no, don't even tell me. Just fly me out to Germany. We can celebrate in the Discord.
You're always welcome over here, but I don't know if you want to come with everything locked down.
I don't know how much smarter are Germans than Americans with regard to the pandemic, because we're not doing a great job over here, in my opinion.
Let's say we have some idiots.
Okay, well then it'll be the same. Okay, so let's transition to more highly successful moments in your production career. 2 years ago, you had about 5 beat videos hit the 7-figure mark on YouTube, which is crazy. All 4 of the beats were XXX Tentacion type beats. How did you get to that point where your beats were getting those millions of views consistently during that era?
I think one beat started to blow up a lot, and because I was uploading beats on a daily, the one momentum that I had, it catched over to all of them, and it was like a wildfire. That one blew up and got more recommended. That one blew up and got more recommended to those people, because I had so many. Like, there was a time like almost every single one of my beats had like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 of views. But I must say, just because it had so many views, it didn't always generate a lot of sales, because a lot of people just wanted to listen to the beats, or just freestyle over it, or just use the free version. I have beats on YouTube with 10,000 views that made more than some beats that are 250,000. Of course, the top beats with the millions of views, they are the highest sold ones, and it's without a doubt. But a lot of views don't always mean a lot of sales and a lot of streams on Beatstars.
Yeah, because as you were saying, your YouTube views kind of started falling off after everything that went down with the algorithm changes and the adpocalypse and all of that. And I've noticed that's happened to a lot of producers, but a lot of producers are still uploading and still making a living. So has your income gone up since then? Has it stayed pretty steady? Or has it gone down because the YouTube views are also going down?
I must say the best month in beat selling was March 2019. That was the top month that I ever had. But after that, it never went really much down. It stayed pretty consistent. It didn't top that month, but it was like, let's say I never made under 5 figures since 2018. And one month was more, one month was close to 5 figures, but then Spotify came in with the like, I wouldn't say I had to struggle or go eat bread and water, like that.
So would you encourage producers to seek out multiple revenue streams? Try Spotify, use Beatstars, use YouTube. Try everything, because you never know what's going to work for you, and it's better than just relying on one source of income.
Absolutely. I mean, let's say the hardest part is making the beat, but once you have the beat, why not upload it to SoundCloud, AudioMac, YouTube, of course, Beatstars if you want to sell it, Spotify. If you look into it, a lot of people just wanted to listen to the beats, and for me, especially after Spotify bought Joe Rogan with the podcast and put a pressure on podcasts, I think like maybe they will be like the next YouTube. You never know. A lot of people are unsatisfied with YouTube, with the policies, with the double ads and all this stuff. So maybe just invest right now on Spotify, upload it there. A lot of people are searching there. I heard from some people that they said they found my beats on there because they weren't even looking on YouTube. They were looking on Spotify for beats. There are a lot of playlists with type beats and everything. One guy who does it amazing is Trebby Beats. He has like also like Don't Let Me Like about 200,000 monthly listeners, and he doesn't make like the lo-fi. He just uploads his beats. He has big playlists there, and a lot of people watching it, and salute and shout out to him. Try to get as many revenue sources as possible. Try to build up an email list. Even I'm the wrong person to tell you about it because I effed that up big times because I was always like, email is that. I was stupid. I'm completely honest with that. Jump on that. Use Beatstars not only as a to upload your beats, but also promote on Beatstars. Do that. I was also sleeping on that big time because I was too focused on YouTube and Spotify. Now I'm looking back. I was like, okay, I could have done it earlier, but it's never too late. Just start it out as good as you can. Like the one video with the three Russian producers, anywhere, they blown up. It's crazy. I never had it in my eyes. I was like, they do that just on Beatstars? I thought like Beatstars, in my mind always like Beatstars is just for selling beats in the producer community, but now then I watched my statistics, how many sales come from the marketplace, that a lot of producers go there, and I was like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have slept on that, Sandra, but it is what it is. So same with email. Do it, try as much as you can. Upload a bit less than a week, and in that day, just focus on growing this, learning about that stuff. That would be my best advice.
So let's talk about the Beatstars marketplace. And it sounds like you do sell a lot of beats just on Beatstars without YouTube traffic, right? Just right on the marketplace, people searching for beats. And you have about 90,000 Beatstars followers, which is a hell of a lot. What strategies did you use to attract people to follow you on the Beatstars platform?
Honestly, absolutely none. I never understood why it's grown so hard, but then I looked back, not looked back, but I looked into it and I asked myself the question, how all the followers are coming from? And because I upload beats daily, I upload 2 beats a day. I have like my Tundra Beats main channel, and just because out of fun, because I really love making beats, I made a second channel. That's why I always have the Levi. That's from Attack on Titan. My favorite character. I was like after that. And anyways, upload 2 beats a day, and because I upload so many beats, they get recommended more, and you get shown more, and people share it, and that's the same as making ads. Like when you make ads there, you are shown there on the feed, and when you upload more beats, they get in the recommended. They get there, and the more beats you have, the more Beatstars can recommend. If the beats are good and they say they have likes and stuff.
Okay, you upload 2 beats a day, so you upload 14 beats a week.
12 on Fridays. I make a beat for Spotify. So like let's say 13 beats.
Okay, so 13 beats a week. What's 13 times 4? 52? Am I doing the math right? I'm going to get my calculator.
I think as I said, I dropped out of school, 4. I can tell you.
Well, and I didn't drop out of school, but I was right. Yeah, 52. I'm so impressed with myself. 52 beats that you upload on Beatstars every month, plus 3 additional beats that you put on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
So that's 55 beats a month that you make.
Upload. I make more.
Okay, you make more. Okay. What was your daily schedule that allows you to be that disciplined to make that many beats?
I wake up in the morning. I would like to be like, yo, I'm so disciplined. I wake up at this and this time, and every morning. it usually don't happen like that. So sometimes it's 7. I have my first alarm clock at 7. Usually it's 8 or sometimes 9. Then I wake up. I have a cup of coffee. Then I read a book. Look through my goals. What are my goals for the year? And then I sit down. I first analyze songs. Like if somebody dropped an album, I just go to the songs for half an hour every single day, and just see, okay, do I like what do I like about the beat? What would I have done different about the beat? Like the new Young Thug in Ghana album, amazing album by the way. I went through it. Then usually either make some melodies, especially when I do piano beats, just bang out some chords or some melodies, or I go to Splice, Waves.com for samples, and I just watch to it. So sometimes I find 4-5 cool samples. Sometimes it's 0. Then I just play something myself, and that I do every single day. I tried, and why I first analyze other beats is because if I wouldn't do that, I would make like it would feel like I make the same beat every single day. Like I would have no diversity, because if everything you do is make beats and not learn more about other beats, then you will just get into a circle.
Is that how you stay inspired too? Because someone asked in the chat earlier, how do you stay inspired after, you've uploaded over 1,400 beats to your Beatstars page? How do you stay inspired after that many beats?
First of all, like a lot of people don't believe that when I say, but I really love music. Like it's for me, it doesn't feel like work. Like how do I have I don't know how many hours I have in Call of Duty. Like how did I do that? And just instead of playing Call of Duty, I make beats, because I make money off that. I love doing that, and it's just fun. But I will also, and because maybe I love music so much, and I consider it a part of my job to listen to music. So it's like, for me, in my head, I get paid for listening to other songs, and that's I would anyways listen to, and I love listening to them, and I just go to it, and so much new stuff. I like to listen to a lot of old stuff, like the old G-Unit era mixtape. That's sometimes just go through them, or the old Eminem albums, or whatever, and just, why was that album so great? What was so great on that album that it made sell diamond?
About 2 years ago, you were a member of MEC back when it was private, and kind of used you as a guinea pig for a Facebook ad strategy. That was with Mike Trampy. Do you remember what the strategies were that Mike Trampy implemented in the ad that he created with you for your beats?
Of course, I still, like, I wouldn't say I use the same strategies, because Facebook evolved, everything evolved, but the basic principles, what he showed was like the skeleton, but the skeleton is always the same. And you have to tweak it a little bit, maybe do it a little bit of that. What you can do right now is very good, is not custom audiences, like Facebook.
Were you going to say lookalike audiences? Sorry, I cut you off.
Lookalike. Oh, yeah. I wasn't coming to the word. Thank you. The lookalike audiences, that's a big part. But basically, all that you guys showed me back there is exactly what I still use. And I'm still really thankful that I was chosen for that. Like, when was it? March or April 2018. MEC was dope back then, and I try to watch all the videos. I don't always catch the live. Usually on Fridays, if there's like 3 or 2 new videos from Beatstars or whatever, I just bang them out all in one day.
Yeah, well, you're on MEC now, so that's cool. So apparently that ad campaign was pretty successful for you. Have you continued using Facebook and Instagram ads for your beats up till today?
Yes. Still use the rebranding carousel ad, with 5 beats where you put it in, and with people that have visited the website through Pixel. I still use that, and what I've always not always also tried out lately since January for that's for Spotify. I tried some Spotify ads for the beats there, and I must say they were a huge success. We paid like 5 or 6 cents per click for the people that went to the song, and the songs got saved and it got added into a lot of playlists and stuff like that. That's all. And all I did there was I first made an audience. It was very expensive in the beginning. Then I clicked on lookalike. I waited a few days, and Spotify, Facebook made it so cheap that it went down to 5 cents. Just my biggest tip for ads would be never go especially in the beginning, all out, where you're like, oh, I'm gonna spend $100 a day. I still keep my budget at $2 or $3 a day, but every single day consistently, the people that have to see it, usually Facebook figures out who has to see it. I don't know how they do it, how they control our minds, stuff like that. But I'm thankful that I can use it.
Yeah. Do you use other ad platforms? Have you ever done Google Ads? I know you said that you're working on starting to use Beatstars promo options, but have you used anything else?
I have used Google YouTube ads, but not the ads where you have your beat play as an ad before another beat, because like I don't really like it. For me, it's kind of corny. Wait, it's like I know we all different producers who all want our money, but like for me, it's like a codex. Like he clicked on his beat, why should I try to steal him away right now? What ads used to do, and I will do them again. I stopped over Christmas because on Christmas everything is way more expensive. The ads where when they type something like X type beat, you will be the first. That's something I always consider like you pay. What do you pay? Like 1 cent or 10? I think it was 1 cent per click. The 1 cent is a worth for me to be like to not struggle about having the right keywords. I still do that with the right keywords and that. But if the beat, I know the beat is good. I know the beat gets a lot of sales, but it's not placing, ranking right. Then I will just help it a little bit with a few euros.